planning a visit to Lake Sorapis, then you're at the right place.
We kept avoiding visiting this place for so long, even though it seemed pretty stunning. After living a year and a half now in the Dolomites, we finally came to see the Lake Sorapis.
We saw many videos where people were reporting not to come as it gets so crowded. And if crowded, really crowded. But right now, how glad I am that we are here.
So let's start about the starting point of the trail and arriving. There's just one point where the trail to Lake Sorapis starts, and it's actually at the Passo Croci, which is located here in the Dolomites. And if you arrive to the Passo Croci, there is a huge parking lot,
which is actually free, and there's plenty of space, even though it can get crowded, so you better start soon your hike.
After you park your car, you can walk about like 300 meters to the starting point of the trail. It's very well marked. It's also like on the maps. If you just put the start of the hiking trail to Lake Sorapis, it will just show you the exact place. It's very well marked. It's a red path, and the signs are all over the trail, so it's really easy to navigate yourself.
You cannot get really lost. It's almost like on a highway. And also I tracked our journey, so I will link the Strava journey down in the description.
The first start of the trail, like the hike started very easy. It was just a white forest path, let's say. It was very convenient, like in the shadow. We saw the horses and cows. It was so beautiful.
But that was the beginning. Yeah. So
exactly.
as
like
you go,
maybe the first third,
yeah,
I would say.
30 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's already get quite tricky, because probably after half an hour the trail is only consisting of small rocks which are quite slippery, and there are few segments that you have to go really carefully. Only one person at the same time. You cannot go both ways at the same time, which makes, let's say, the walk a little bit longer because you have to wait for other people.
And we are here in the summer, like, okay, it's mid-September, but it's a really beautiful day, like the sky is clear, totally blue, and I really cannot imagine going here if it's rainy, so I would really not recommend, like.
No, there are like stones which are completely flat and made like shiny from the people walking on them, and if there's just a little bit of moisture, they are like ice.
Yeah, down there is a cliff, like
yes,
this,
as you're
all
going,
the way down.
you're going on the side of the valley, on the mountain wall. And at some point it's a little bit scary as well, that you really have to watch your step. And I had the feeling that in one segment I was just looking for every single step, not even looking like where I'm going, but just focusing on the next one, because you can really easily just fell off.
I mean, it's not dangerous, I would say, because if you are cautious, it's really okay. And there are also those rail ropes, or how do you call those, so you just can, you know, hold, and there are some sketchy parts, but if you are careful, it's really okay. I mean, if you are afraid of heights, you just don't have to look down and you're good.
Yes, I think the best thing was that we started really early at 8. It's not that early, but still, considering that most of the people were going one direction, which is very important, because we were like, you know, at the same pace, just going forward, but when there was somebody who was already going down, it slowed down the process.
Much steeper than we thought, right?
We've been thinking about being cold, but right now the sun in my face, it's heating up.
And it's quite a workout here.
Yeah.
From this point we can beautifully spot the Dracin, or Tracime di Lavareda.
Yeah, step by step.
Glad they put these over here. Ooh. I think I spot our goal. Woof. This is pretty cool that we already spot the mountain hut where we are heading, right?
Yeah, I really thought that we're in the middle of the hike.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Me too.
because I thought that we have to go much deeper to the valley, but yeah, it was a positive surprise.
Yeah, good news here.
Not really.
So we already saw the sign which says we are really close to the Rifugio, to the mountain hut, and just right next to it, guess what? There is our goal for today. One of the bluest lake in the Dolomites. Alright, so once you reach the fork, there are two options. Either you can go to the right, to the lake, or go to the left,
Yeah.
to the mountain hut.
But we decided to have the lake as a cherry on the top and get some energy in the mountain hut to have something to drink at least.
Yeah, some calories refills.
Just before you can reach the lake, you can also turn the other direction and reach the mountain hut, where you can refresh yourself, get something to drink and also to eat, but only from 12 o'clock, as that's the lunchtime. There's a nice terrace outside with a beautiful view to the valley.
The mountain hut is actually not located directly on the lake, so when you sit outside on the terrace or inside, you don't really see the lake. It's just a few meters, I don't know, like 2 minutes walk away, so it's not far, it's just not, you know, like next to each other.
We got our fresh Radler's drink, which is a beer with some lemonade. And I'm just checking the Strava. We are 2 hours 40 minutes in from the parking spot, considering that we were stopping quite a lot to film and just have some rest, but otherwise, yeah, let's have this. Yeah.
Cheers. Yeah. It's so refreshing. Once you reach the Lake Sorapis, then you can make like a circle hike around. We've just entered the area. We are sitting on, you know, like there are
This is the first look
where you can just sit and enjoy and, you know, have the view of the lakes and the mountains. And yeah, we're gonna do the circle around, right?
Exactly, because on the other side I saw the terrain or the entrance to the lake is a little bit different. It looks like a stony beach. Obviously you cannot enter the beach as it's protected, but still it looks quite cool, I think, at the altitude of 2,000 meters.
Yeah, it's strictly prohibited to swim, to go to the lake, you know, all those stuff, because this is like highly protected nature area. So please, if you visit, be really careful and
do not enter the water.
And really take care of the nature and leave no trash and, you know, all the stuff that we are supposed to do in the nature.
We are not here in the main season, and I would say it was on the edge, that there was a lot of people in the end.
That's what I wanted to say, like the summer holidays are already over, it's mid-September, so I was like, you know, even though it's a weekend, we were like, okay, maybe there, of course there will be some people because the weather is very nice, but there are quite a lot of people still.
Yes, I mean, look around, like...
Going in the high season, that would be interesting.
Maybe you rather go to sunrise.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think I can imagine the videos we saw, they had some truth that it can get quite crazy.
I mean, this place is really something beautiful, like out of this world. When I saw the water for the first time, I was like, wait a second, is this even real? Like, the color is... I've never seen such a color of a lake before.
Yeah.
Wow. This is even real. Okay, officially, Lake Sorapis is worth the hype. Alright, we made it safely back to the parking lot.
I mean, what a hike. We've done over 14 kilometers with all the strolling around the lake, but really appreciated time.
Oh yeah, I hope you guys also enjoy this mini travel guide to Lake Sorapis with us. If you have any question we didn't answer, feel free to drop them down below in the comment section. We always try to answer all of them, and yeah.
See you in the next one.
Bye! Looks like in the end we also found the 3 crosses over here.